All right, let's do it one more time. Zest for Life, aka Fresh Mark Scents, with the best perfumes. Today's episode is about oud fragrances. Now, this goes back thousands of years when they started making perfume. One of the first perfumes that they mixed was oud and ambers and resins in ancient Egypt and the like. And oud has been cultivated over the years. It is a wood that is germinated with a special type of fungus, and within this fungus, rotted wood, is the oud, which is so it's a treated wood. So you can use special insects and the like with certain woods that can handle the fungus rotting inside and still grow the oud wood. Now, you can go in central London and buy from Regent Street, Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, Oud Bakur, which is piece of wood for £1,000, and you can get very cheap perfumes which say they have oud in it. What is it all about? What does oud smell like? We'll go through the variety of these perfumes. It's actually a two-part series, and this is part one, going into an introduction of oud. First one I'm going to talk about is the general scent of oud. What does it smell like? Well, if you want to get that at its cheapest, Latifa, I can't remember what it's called, Gaid. Now, it smells like oud because it's got an oud note in it, which is woody. It's bolstered by cedar. There's carnation, cardamom to get that green spiciness, slightly bitter as well. With the carnation, it gives the emphasis like the daif rose, that spiciness, with freesia as well, the right amount of freesia. There's a bit of jasmine and hair, which so the jasmine, daif rose, and cardamom emulate that spiciness, that green spiciness of the wood, and a little bit of daif rose. There's some saffron in here, so it smells traditional. It lasts about 7 hours on the skin, so it's pretty good value for money at £15 for, I think it's a 100ml bottle actually. Check it out, Latifa Gaid. Fantastic fragrance for the price. Moving on. Next one is something a little bit more pricey. This is Abdul Samad Al Qureshi blend 800. There is a 500 blend and an 800 blend. 500 blend is slightly more smoky and piney, and when you wear this on the skin, you get more, it opens up to, yes, bitter green with the pine note. There is some cedar in here, however there's jasmine, there is some red berry spicy fruits because it's stiff rose, a little bit of cardamom. There's some nagamotha as well, which is a green wood to bolster the green, bitter, herbal nature of oud. So this is a fantastic blend. You can wear this a little bit on your skin, just a little drop. This is from Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. I'll put this in there right below. And just a little bit of a drop, little drop on the pulse points, and you'd smell that on your skin for about 5 hours. High quality. I really like this because it's a traditional scent of oud, but that is about £50 for, this is 3ml actually, so it's quite pricey. However, if you want a traditional oud and understand what it's about, this is the general scent of oud. This is actual oud for £50, and this is Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. To stop it sounding like an advert, the reason why I put this in here is because this is the more woody nature of the oud, if you want to understand what the woody nature of the oud is without having too much pine wood. So this mixes with cedar and slight fruitiness. So we'll go into the fruity ouds a little bit later because that's a diversions for what oud actually is. It's been mixed with fruits quite a lot recently. This has a lemon and grapefruit mix with it, a bit of lavender as well, and some geranium to keep it minty fresh, almost fruity in a pink pepper way, but it still has that dry, luxurious, almost patchouli-like sweet, woody oud note about it. It's a dry, sweet oud. So this is slightly different, and the honeyed nature of oud, it starts to creep out in the Qureshi Blend 800, and this is more of a dry oud. The next oud I want to talk about, this lasts about, say, 5 to 7 hours on the skin, but on the clothes it can last a whole day. This is actually quite strong. It's going for about 180, I believe, for 100 milliliters. So I got this for about £80 half price, 160 full price, and I got half price at £80 for 100 mil, just because it was on sale. That is a fruity but more woody oud, realistic woody nature of it. Next one is Versace Oud Noir. Now this was highly anticipated at the time as being Versace's first take on oud, which was really a trend at the time. This has the woody nature similar to this, but bringing about the scent of patchouli with the woody oud. Opens up with mandarin and touch of orange blossom to make it airy and sweet, which allows for the oud wood and patchouli to settle in. A lot of critics said that this smelled more like patchouli than oud. I understand where they're coming from. However, the bitter green nature of oud is still there, and it's still raspy and layered, let's say. That means you can smell the dryness of the wood. It's not too damp and muddled with other woods like oak moss and cedar, which is more mineral fresh. You get the dry green bitter nature of oud in there. So it's quite a herbal wood, and that's because it's made with the fungus or the rotting of the wood, let's say. And another oud I want to mention to you guys. See, this is the scent of oud. This is a traditional actual oud with a few extra things. So you get that bitter green nature. This is more of a dry, raspy oud, so you get used to it with a bit of fruit, but you still get the realistic nature of the woody part. This is another dry, raspy one. So with these two, you can understand between them what the oud scent is and what the oud scent isn't. So a little bit of patchouli that makes it not oud, a little bit of fruit that makes it not oud, but they both have that dark green woody nature. And the next one that I want to talk to you about is from Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. I laugh when I say this because I'm mentioning 4 in one video in the first part. However, this company has really helped me understand what the oud scent is from a traditional point of view, and I thank them for that because I learned a lot. Definitely the manager is very helpful, and she introduced me to this Abdul Samad Al Qureshi blend eau de parfum. This mixes Nagamotha with jasmine, saffron, daif rose, a very traditional scent. It has a honeyed oud facet mixed with jasmine and, oh wow, jasmine, daif rose, green apple. That is a surprise note in here. When you wear this, the green apple and jasmine really shouts at you. It's something fruity, fresh, very sweet. Like there's red berries as well, like red apple and green apple. So it's really lively, bustling. It's got the honeyed oud for luxury. Nagamotha makes it masculine and grounds it. It's a fantastic perfume. I got this half price for £80, actually £90, maybe 86. And it's actually out of stock. They only do half the size now, which is kind of sad because it still has a big top and it's like really squished. So yeah, this is a nice one. Abdul Samad Al Qureshi blend. So that concludes the first part of this series, which is Introduction to Oud. The next part would be Niche Ouds, where we get into more fruity, different, sweet, and noir ouds, alongside the traditional yet upscale varieties of these perfumes. So stay tuned for that. Whatever you do, people, stay free and stay fresh. Pow! Stay tuned for part 2.